Alright, I need to get the rest of this stuff off my boat today because tomorrow I need to go pick up a bunch of wood. Actually, the guy showed up yesterday and was like, the wood's ready, come get it tomorrow, which would be today. And I'm like, I've got all this stuff on my boat. So I'm postponing that for a day. I need to get all this stuff off today. I've also got all this stuff I got at the junkyard recently. Good stuff. I got a keg. I've been wanting to get a keg for a while. I don't remember why I wanted it. But also a bunch of stainless sheet. An industrial fan. Alright. All that stuff I can carry easily though. But this tool stuff, I need to take this apart more. And I want to take that apart some because I don't want to take the table into my workshop because it's unnecessarily huge. Oh, not as heavy as I was expecting. Pretty heavy, but way lighter than that top chunk. I oiled those top surfaces there. Let's see how the bottom's doing. Well, the bottom of this is pretty rusty. I'll have to get in there with some oil. And then this is the sawdust everywhere. How did the sawdust even get under there? Whatever. I'll get it cleaned out. Whoa, that sure runs smooth now. All right. Off to the workshop with this thing. Alright, we're going to take this huge motor out of here. So, let's see. I'm disconnecting this gray wire. Alright, the middle yellow-green wire, which is ground, goes, you know, the same place this yellow-green wire goes, to the grounding thing here. Now, out of what's left, alright, let's make it super simple. The one that has more plastic on it is on the right here. The one that has less is on the left here. It actually totally doesn't matter which way these go. But anyway, that's how it is now. Okay, so I'm going to pull those out, then I can disconnect the motor. 2 bolts right there, there, and there. And it should be loose. Wow, they really did not leave extra space on that hole. Oh yeah, empty space. Okay. Table side next. Oh, hiccups. The fence seems to be pretty much alright. This stuff is all useless, but you know, I'll use the wires for something. Switch is smashed off. Doesn't matter though. With this, that works very well. Nice and smooth. The crank to move up and down is seized, and the crank to move to tilt the blade is gone, I guess. Yeah, mostly just gone. It's not terrible looking under here. there is some sort of foolishness going on here that's not right. Yeah, and I guess this is just rusted solid. Hopefully some oil will loosen that. Upon closer inspection, this gear thing here is missing a few teeth. That's a minor issue. This is the part that raises and lowers the blade. I should be able to fix the teeth though. I mean, just off the top of my head, I could drill a hole in here, thread it, put a bolt in, and that would put metal out here. And then I'd just have to, you know, grind some teeth into that very carefully. Alright, got the blade tilt loosened up. Seems to be in good shape, mostly. Well, after spelunking through there and taking apart like 20 pieces, my problem comes down to this is a sleeve that fits on this shaft, and it's seized. This needs to be able to turn inside here. As long as I get that loosened up, I should get all the moving parts working right anyway. Then I still have to fix those gear teeth. But yeah, that's for the blade raiser and lowerer. Well, so much for those threads. Getting there. Oh, that's a little better. Nice. Alright, so the way this silly business works is this is the worm gear that pushes on this. And this goes through that sleeve, which is stuck in here. And that sleeve has a hole that's offset. So if you rotate the sleeve, this worm gear either gets farther away or closer to this gear. So you set it to the right spot so it's touching a little bit snug but not tight, and then come over here and tighten this nut and it locks it into place, and then you should be able to turn this thing freely, and when I get something on this end it won't just, you know, screw itself out of there. It'll actually move this. Now I need to fix those threads that I screwed up hammering this. Marvelous. I'm not messing with the radial arms today. It's just got too many broken and missing parts. It's also the tool I'm least excited about. Maybe I shouldn't have bought it. I don't know, but it's here, so I'm going to give it a chance. If nothing else, I'll take it apart and use it for parts. But I'll try to get it working first. Everything else is in here. There's my table saw, the bottom of the thickness planer, another piece of the thickness planer, another piece, the crosscut, miter saw, whatever you call it, jointer back there in the dark, and a bunch of giant motors that go on all these things. I also have my golf cart motor that I took off the boat recently, so I might power something with that. Because that I can run right now. Those other motors, I'm going to need a much bigger inverter than I currently have to run. Let me just take a load off for a minute. I am very excited about these tools because setting up a wood shop very much goes along with one of the major philosophies I have for doing everything here. which is, you know, being self-sufficient, kind of self-contained, where I can do a lot of things here and not creating much waste. And you know, with all these tools, they'll all be solar powered, so I won't need to go anywhere to get fuel or pay for electricity or anything for that to run them. And then I have about 26 acres of jungle full of trees out here. And I know, don't go cutting down all the trees. I don't think a lot of people realize how big 26 acres full of trees is. I used to live on 25 acres of rainforest, and I cut down like probably about 100 trees. But like I would cut down one enormous tree, and like 3 feet away there'd be like another tree a lot smaller, and it would just, like, as soon as the sun hit it, it would fill in the space, you know? It was different when you go clear cutting in the forest and cut down everything big and small, or if you're in there with machinery cutting out things like crazy. But just like a guy with an axe cutting a tree out every few months, it doesn't really do much. Anyway, that's a whole beside the point issue. I've got tons of resources, and I'll be able to put them to good use with all this stuff. The ducks are out in the mangroves. Hopefully they're eating lots of crabs and don't have to feed them so much. Oh, but I almost forgot the other thing about waste. There won't really be any waste in this operation. You know, I'm not burning any fuel or anything, and any extra wood will just go in the garden or get, I don't know, used for something. There won't be any waste, which is great. Except maybe a little bit of oil now and then, just for, you know, oiling the machines. Alright, all in there. Just in time for dinner. Oh, and I have lots of new plants in my banana circle here. Some tomatoes and peppers and daishin, sweet potatoes, whole bunch of little stuff down there. And the bananas look like they're enjoying their new home.